Hello there, everybody. It is H once again with another episode of This Week in Metal, your weekly roundup of everything metal and rock in the past 7 days. And a lot's happened in that time. I say that now. Our first story this week comes from Five Finger Death Punch. Now, we've been following this for a little while now, but Ivan Moody has gone a little around the bend, and it could be serious. So, last week he went on stage, the very last in the Netherlands, and announced that this would be his final show with Five Finger Death Punch. Now, he said this a couple of times in the past round, and it's all fallen off flat, but this time round, things look pretty serious, and we've had comments from the band, including from guitarist Jason Hook, that he's not particularly pleased. There's a couple of tweets that literally are just telling him to fuck off, essentially. Other leading guitarist, Zoltan Bathory, and the band founder, has gone out and said that his drug problem and his addiction problem has been known to the public for quite a while now, and that Five Finger Death Punch is bigger than one man alone. Now, from what I gather, this does not look pretty good. It looks pretty damn serious as far as I'm concerned. Not only did they just come off what it was an amazing performance at Download, from what I gather, it'll be a massive blow, not only for the band, but for metal in general. That these guys, no matter what your face or what your opinion is on this band, they are incredibly important and it needs to be addressed. Now, hopefully, fingers crossed that they can sort this out, because they haven't called off anything yet. They're still putting on their European shows. They're still holding that commitment together, which is awesome to hear. However, the future of the band is on tenterhooks right about now. I think they can pull it off. I really, really do. So we are sending all our love and support for Ivan Moody, who has admittedly been a massive bell end on stage when he announced this was going to be his last ever show, and saying that, there's only one singer for Five Finger Death Punch, which is, arguably true given the character and the nature of his, of his presence on stage. If you've not seen him live, fucking hell, it is a hell of a tour de force. And no matter what your opinion is, it's going to be a massive blow nonetheless. So he has had he's had abuse with substance, with drugs and alcohol in the past, and we can only wish him the best for that, because we need Five Finger Death Punch. So we're wishing all the love in the world, buddy, and hopefully you can go through that. Okay, so you've got Noizze support from that point of view. And we'll see you in the next segment right about now. For our second story tonight, comes straight from the Kiss's mouth. One bassist, Gene Simmons, is trying to trademark something which is beholden very dear in our community. Now, I'm going to ask you a very important question, and I would like you to answer it honestly. Now, do you do this, or do you do that? Now, the answer to that question could land you in a bit of spot of bother financially, because Mr. Simmons wishes to trademark this particular hand sign, which I'm displaying quite beautifully here, if I may say so myself, and will grab every single frickin' penny from every single photo, from every single download, and every single metal festival, and every single time that gets put on to film or photography and all that. If it gets displayed publicly, you're in a bit of shit. If he gets his way. Now, I don't think he very well will. So, this is fucking stupid. What are you trying to prove here? This is the same guy who tried to trademark and patent the OJ. That's right, OJ for orange juice. If you use that at any point, you will have to pay Mr. Simmons a little bit of money. And he's trying to do the exact same thing with a very, very sacred symbol. Now, granted, if you do this, I'm very, very happy that you've just been to go and see your first Avril Lavigne concert. That's great. That's fantastic. Or is he trying to put Marvel out of business and just make Spider-Man redundant? He's just literally gone into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Leave Mr. Spidey alone, okay? He's only trying to save lives, unlike you, trying to steal every single penny everyone's got. So, as you can imagine, this has not gone down very well in our community at all, including Ronnie James Dio's widow, who has just gone out and just said this is absolutely disgusting. Now, Ronnie James Dio has pretty much, this is this is pretty much his Dio's baby. And even before that, it's a sacred symbol. It's called the Maloik, and it is symbolised as, you could keep away the evil eye in ancient Italian culture and stuff like that. So in ancient, in superstitious culture. So he's trying to trademark it. It's all very fucking stupid. It's not going to get away with it at all. And even if he is, that's not what anyone does whatsoever. It's always been a golden rule of metal that you just don't do that whatsoever. So yeah, I'd love to hear your comments on this. Please comment on this. I would love to hear what you've got to hear about that. So good luck, Mr. Simmons. And next story for our third story tonight. It's really heart-rending to have to talk about this subject as well. However, it has been overlooked, and I feel as though it should be brought to light, and that is with ex-singer, frontman, Austin Carlile of Mice and Men. And there's been an update on his condition at the moment. So for those who don't know what he's suffering through, he's been diagnosed with Marfan syndrome, which he's been suffering for the majority of, if all his life, which is a deadly connective tissue disorder, and it's not very pleasant at all. And how he's pulled off what he has pulled off is nothing short of miraculous. I want to make a huge point about that. This guy is an absolute machine. And so, he's been dealing with it, and it eventually has ultimately left him out of Mice and Men. And it's weird seeing the band without him as well, especially given that they've released a new single, Unbreakable, as well. Because on Mice and Men, I've still carried on. They're doing exactly, I think, the right thing by carrying on. However, it's very hard to be extremely critical of this very sensitive situation. However, so Mr. Carlile has been in surgery this week. He's recently moved to Costa Rica as well, and he's been in surgery there. He's looking good. He's looking happy. All considering that he's still in hospital. It sucks to suck. But he posted on Instagram as well that this comment I'm going to paraphrase for you now, which is, it has been a rough 8 months, not out of the woods yet. The fight continues on. I must as well. Please keep me in your prayers this evening. And it's been very, very hard to see this amazing, beautiful man go through this ordeal. He had 2 cysts removed from his spinal cord. This was just so incredibly hard to see this. We are sending all our thoughts and, all our love to him as much as we can possibly do to Mr. Carlile. He's a legend. He's a hell of a frontman, and we wish you the speediest recoveries and go back to us soon, okay? So keep doing what you're doing, mate. We've got you in our thoughts, okay? And to end things tonight on a bit of a cheery note, tour news. That is fucking right. The last 6 months of 2017 are seriously going to be off the fucking chain. So I couldn't summon up better myself. Now, my good friend Matt Mills, who's a Metal Hammer writer, and you should definitely check out his website, Far Beyond Written. It is well worth your read. He's one of the finest journalists I know, and he's a good fucking laugh as well, so do check that out. He put up a post this week which pretty much sums up all my feelings of this, and I couldn't word it better myself. So, his status goes: Mastodon, Creeper, Anathema, Airborne, Sixth, Opeth, Motionless and White, Alter Bridge. Now, this is not even counting Five Finger Death Punch, which we'll get, well, hopefully Five Finger Death Punch, and Cradle of Filth are all coming to the fucking UK and going to destroy our brains. To finish off his post, the post-download tour announcements are off the fucking charts. That could not be any more true. They are all coming to the UK all at once. My balls are going to explode. It's going to be bloody insane. Now, hopefully we can actually get a couple of those reviews in for this vlog as well, for This Week in Metal, which would be really, really cool. I've also got a interview with D's Nuts coming, with the Impericon tour coming to Cardiff as well, so that'll be coming around next November, so exciting times ahead of us. We're going to put all of the tour announcement and posters in the description below, so you can check that out. If you are not going to go to a single one of these shows, bloody hell, what is the matter with you? Get that out of your mind And that's our show for this week. I leave you with my track of the week, which I've been listening to non-stop. It is Evil, open brackets, from Beyond, close brackets, from the band From Beyond. They are a Texan doom Sabbath collective that is filthier and muddier than your granddad's porn collection. It is a massive tune. I fucking love it. We'll put the link in the description below. They've recently signed to Spine Farm as well, so you can expect big things from these guys. They are well worth your time. They're not reinventing the wheel, but bloody hell do they bring the fucking tunes. Ooh, some delicious. Fuck yes. So that is our episode for this week. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure to give us a like on our Facebook page at facebook.com/NoizzeUK. And same time next week, you're going to see my beautiful face talking more and more and more about the heaviest things mankind has ever created in its entire integrity. That even makes sense. I don't give a fuck. All right, stay heavy. Love you.